oh great, we got that long loading screen. And this is gonna load for a while. Load up like 2-second images. Not images, but like 3-second clip and then load again. But Ezio, like I said, becomes very much more methodical and ruthless. And you can still see there's a part where it actually still shows that even though he's gotten all of this and he's become a powerful leader of the Assassin's Order, he's still kind of troubled by his family. And it still grounds him. And there's a lot of character development with Ezio. Ezio, in the last one, you can tell, okay, his days are just going around. Well, actually, no, he still can. Because I was going to say his days are, see what I mean? Like 2 seconds. His days are just going around fucking random, well, not random women, but laying with random women. Is almost, well, basically over. He's much more matured. He's wiser.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located. No loose ends. Now, to decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
Well, where is it? Huh? Where's Brewster's supplies?
You're drunk.
Meter.
So now we get to take over Evie Frye, the stealthy assassin. Now there's parts in here where I get very combative, and then I was like, man, I really should have been more stealthy. She's the stealthy one. But she looks like a proper assassin. And she really, really looks really, really nice as an assassin. Her robes fit. But everyone looks like Alex Mercer. But I guess if I was to characterize it, maybe this is why I like them. She is, I don't know. It's like they both embody two of the better of the assassins. Like, in terms of actual assassins, they embody two of the better ones. She's more like Altair, like, hey, no loose ends, we come in, we get this done, we go out. Ezio, well, he embodies more of young Ezio. Maybe he'll develop to be older Ezio, but right now he embodies young Ezio. Go in, I'm just the boss, I go crush shit because I can. And when I say young Ezio, I mean more like mid-game Assassin's 2 Ezio, where it's like he's still got that young run-in and this hit stuff mentality, while also realizing that he can't do everything. So yeah. Well, actually I'll say early to mid-game Assassin's Creed 2. While, like I said, Evie is more like Altair. So it's funny that they embody two of the better assassins. And as I said, Ezio, especially in Assassin's Creed 2, Revelations, he's more wise, and they really gave Ezio a lot of character development, 3 games worth, and that's partially why he's my favorite assassin. They could have made the entire series about Ezio and I'd have been happy. When they introduced Connor, I did not like him. I felt like he was so goddamn whiny. I really did not. She's an intruder. But I really felt like Connor was whiny. Like, if you think about it, and this is how I've always seen it. I think it's Pitkin. I haven't played 3 in a long time. Because I really felt like it was a chore to run through. But Pitkin, I believe, is the guy, George Pitkin. I want to say that's the guy who, basically, spoilers, kills his mother and tries to get his tribe off the land. Mind you, as a kid, Connor's mother is accidentally killed in a fire Because I believe all they were trying to do was burn their land, so they would burn their shit so they would leave. However, they ended up burning, and she got trapped by by a structure in one of the buildings, and she couldn't get out, and yeah, she ended up dying there. And again, I really have a problem with this. Punching steel.
That should keep you busy.
But
to your lab.
yeah, so Ezio's family, all of the men in his family were executed in front of him. So if you really had to think of just how the characters would have to cope, Connor still has his tribe. He still grows up with his tribe. Okay? Ezio has his mother and sister that he now has to not only protect, but also take care of, because his father, eldest brother, and youngest brother are all dead.
You stay here and keep a lookout. All right. I'll shout.
So he has to do all of that alone.
First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
Mind you, Ezio doesn't have someone who's... He doesn't have a group who's going to train him up and then say, go meet this other guy who will teach you everything else you'll need to know. No, Ezio had to fight his way through it the old-fashioned way. He met people who taught him tricks, but he had to hone his skills like Ichigo did in Bleach, just through combat. You know, so in all honesty, it's just like, here's another thing. The dynamic of I have to take care of them, and I also have to deal with their problems. His mother in Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood, I think. 2, because she's in Monteriggioni. She doesn't even talk to people, really. So he's not going to take care of her while she's being a mute. A mute. Connor, not so much. And then it's like everything he does, he's so damn whiny compared to what Achilles is trying to teach him. And it's just like, oh, shut the fuck up. And then the hunting mechanic was, I didn't like it, because it was like, I go out and then like setting up traps and all this crap are things I'm just not going to do. It's Assassin's Creed, not Far Cry. It's cool. The mechanic is cool. It's just nothing I'm gonna really want to do. It's really not anything I'm gonna want to do. So I ended up like, and here's another thing. Far Cry did it right. They don't give you the option to buy it. Assassin's Creed screwed up when they gave you the option to buy it. So what it usually became is I just make enough money to where I could buy everything and then call it a day, because I did not want to. I didn't feel like I should. Not feel like I shouldn't have to, but I didn't feel like going to go look for it. And sometimes the animals weren't spawning, and it was just like, ugh. But with that I really didn't like 3. It's like the stuff that they had for you to do wasn't fun. The quote-unquote 100-man battles did not happen. Like,
More weeks with the device.
Your questionable practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough time to achieve results, Sir David.
I was unaware that you expected me to perform like a cocker spaniel.
Permit me to remind you of your obligation to the Order.
Miss Thorne, you ride me like a racehorse.
Sir David, I will return tomorrow. If you have not unlocked the device's secrets, forget your dogs and horses. I will leave you to the wolves.
that's what I love about.
I was merely promised a tour of the premises, my lords.
Who sent you?
It's one of Green's spies.
Get that man to interrogation. Then I want him brought to the lab.
Well,
What a pity. But no deviations.
see, now that's cold-hearted. I don't even think an Altair would have did that shit. I really don't even think Altair ever did all that. So this is just telling you how you can interact with the environment and use your ego sense for